everybody, and welcome back to Art with Sienna and Olivia. In this video, you are going to be learning about how to draw this beautiful pink flower in Procreate. I really think you're going to enjoy this tutorial, so let's jump right in. So the first thing we're doing is setting up our canvas. So let's go to this little plus in the gallery, and we can just press on screen size. And screen size is whatever way your iPad is facing, and in this case it is facing portrait. So the first one we're doing is grabbing our background color. So let's do a nice beige color, so like this. I think that's good, like that. And now for our brush, we're going to be using the Studio Pen in the inking brush library. So let's get a nice white, but it will still stand out on our background. So let's just get a like that. Okay, and let's just make some petals like that. Just maybe go like that, and then we can go here on the layer menu, slide to the right, and let's tap duplicate. So now that we have the duplicate layer of our first layer, we can just go to the arrow tool and let's just slide to the right, like that. And let's just make it so it looks like a flower, and it can overlap, but that's totally fine. So we'll just keep doing that. Just tap duplicate, go like that, perfect. And then something that we can also do that's very easy, we can just select these two by sliding to the right on this layer, and let's just drag these two layers onto the layer, like that. So now that we have these two layers, we're just going to tap on that layer, and there we go. So it's much easier, so we just have two at a time. Just going to keep doing that, like that. Oops, a daisy. Let's just get that, tap duplicate, get this. Now let's quicken this up a bit, so let's just do this very easily. I think this is looking good for our petals. And like I said, it's fine if it overlaps, so we'll change that later on in the video, so make sure you watch the whole video. Just complete this one right here. Perfect, so we have our petals, so let's now just color them in. So let's get our pen and let's just merge all of these layers together just like that. Perfect. And let's just drag the colors in. Like that. And then for these, and just cover these in like that. Perfect. It's like a nice pink flower, like that. Just complete. If you have any of these white spaces, just color them in. Super easy. Okay, so now that we have that, we are going to make this more of a circle. Like you see that it's just like bunched up like that, and it kind of looks like clouds. Well, let's fix that right now. So we are going to just erase this and just make a circle. Tap one finger on the screen. And then now let's just color it in with the eraser. Like that. Perfect. Okay, that looks a lot good. So now let's just get a nice yellow and let's drag it in like that. Maybe one a bit brighter, like this one, and perfect. That looks really good. So now for our stem, we are going to tap the plus on the layer menu, those two squares, and let's drag it under layer 1. So now if we color under it, it will just go under it, so it looks like the stem is actually coming from the flower. So let's go to our brushes and let's use in the calligraphy, let's use the streaks brush in the calligraphy section. So for a nice watercolor touch. So let's just get a like that, and that looks good. And let's put our brush size a bit down. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's just draw a straight line like that, and then tap one finger. Or it doesn't even have to be straight, it can just be natural, since flowers are natural. And now let's get a nicer, lighter green. And the brush we're going to use is let's use the water pen. That looks good. Okay. And let's now get this color right here. That's like a nice green. And let's just make you can rotate your canvas to make it easier for you to draw. Just make this nice leaf shape. Do the same thing for this one. Doesn't have to be perfect. Like that. Perfect. That now looks good. And now for our leaves, we are going to add a little bit of texture to it. So let's go to our brushes and let's go to spray paints. Let's use the medium nozzle. Let's get a darker green. And let's just go on the bottom of this and then add a little bit of sparkle to it, like that. That adds a nice texture. Yep, and that's good. Okay, and let's do the same thing for our flower layer. So let's just go on alpha lock and let's actually get this color. Let's get a darker one of that color. So like that one. And let's just go like that. Maybe around like on the tips. Like that. That looks good for the edges. And now for this one, we'll do the same thing. Let's get this color and then get a darker version of that color. You put the brush a little bit smaller. Let's get that. Go to the smudge tool and let's go to the spray paints, the same one we're using, and let's use the medium nozzle, the same one we're using for our real brush. And let's just smudge it with the same brush so it looks the same but just smudged like that. And let's add some clouds maybe. So let's get a nice, this color, and let's make a new layer on top of this layer. And for the brush we are going to go to the element brush and let's use the clouds brush. So this is perfect because we're drawing clouds, so it'll look just like the same. And let's put our opacity up. And let's put this layer under layer 2, actually, like that. So it looks like it's under it. Let's get a darker blue, or really any blue you guys like. So let's actually go to our brush, and let's go here, and let's actually, I kind of want to change the setting of this brush to make it more easier for us. So I'm going to change the spacing to 33% and the jitter to 35%. Okay, and let's now I think that will look better since it's more natural. Like that. And then let's smudge it maybe. Like that. Oh yeah, let's change our brush. So let's go to the element and let's use clouds. Like that. Like that, smudge it. Let's change the size to 31%. Smudge it, and there, perfect. So now we have our clouds. Let's add some grass to our nice scene with our flower and the clouds. So let's go for under layer 3 and all these layers together, and let's go to the brushes and let's go to the organic and let's use the Hessian brush. So let's get a nice dark green from the color palette from our colors. And let's put the size down. And let's just make some nice grass. Nice grass texture. Like that. Actually, let's make it a bit more even lighter. So it's not the same color as our stem. Perfect. And that's a wrap, guys. You guys made your very own pink daisy in Procreate. I hope you guys had a wonderful time drawing this beautiful flower in Procreate, and I hope to see you guys in our next video. See you guys next time!